Alrighty guys, welcome back to the reaction show. The MacBook is out, the budget MacBook is out. It's called the Neo. It's called MacBook Neo. I don't know what that is all about, you guys. I don't know why it's called the MacBook Neo. It's a very interesting name. Guess we're bringing back the Matrix or something? Neo time. It's Neo time. I don't know why it's called Neo. I guess the Matrix. I guess it's got something to do with the Matrix. It's very weird though. MacBook Neo. It's a very interesting name for a MacBook. But I've seen all the colors. I know what all the colors look like. From what I've seen, there is no notch, which is kind of interesting, which is nice. I like the look without the notch. It looks pretty good. Kind of looks like an iPad a little bit. It's very interesting. No notch. It's weird why the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro do have notches because there's no Face ID. So what's the whole point of the notch? I don't get it. And there's a front-facing camera on the Air and the Pro, and this one has a front-facing camera, but there's no notch. So it's kind of like they figured out a way to get rid of the notch. They always experiment with this stuff on budget devices. And yeah, it's really weird. Like center stage has nothing to do with the notch. So it's very interesting stuff, guys. I don't get it. But anyway, it looks nice. I like the way it looks. Let's check it out, you guys. The MacBook Neo. I might get it just for funsies, but I got the Air M4. So, but anyway, let's check this out. I'm excited. Let's check it out.
And here it is. Here's Apple's brand new MacBook Neo. Now, this is Apple's cheapest MacBook that Apple has ever made. It's packed with incredible new features, some trade-offs, and some things that Apple isn't really telling you about that I'll tell you at the end. All right, so let's start talking about this new, beautiful design. Now, it feels very different unlike any Mac.
There's no way it's got an SD card slot. There's no way. Because the MacBook Air does not have an SD card slot. It's got two USB-C ports. There's no MagSafe charging, so I'm guessing you charge it with the USB-C. I'm guessing you charge with USB-C, but there's no way there's an SD card slot. There is no way. No way.
MacBook Apple has ever done. The first thing that you immediately see are its beautiful rounded corners. You can literally feel how round the edges are. Some MacBooks in the past, like the MacBook Air, like the MacBook Pro, they feel a little bit more.
Kind of looks like, it doesn't look that slim. It doesn't look as slim as the Air. It kind of looks a little bit thicker than the Air, actually.
Sharp. This feels more playful, more round. All right, so let's take a look at the ports.
It looks clean though. I like the way it looks.
So we've got two USB-C ports. One is USB-C 3, which means you can still connect it to an external monitor, to an external SSD. And the first one is the one that's going to get faster speeds. The headphone jack is actually incredibly interesting. It's right here in the bottom next to its speaker. So if we actually turn around the Mac, you're going to see kind of a portless Mac, which is super interesting.
Really?
All the ports are right here. Now, usually the way that Apple has handed speakers on a MacBook is they usually have spatial audio speakers on the side, or they literally come from the keyboard itself. On MacBook Neo, you've got two immersive sound dual side firing speakers. So that you've got two speakers, one on the left and one on the right. According to Apple, it's a very different experience than on the MacBook Pro, on the MacBook Air. I'm guessing that on MacBook Neo, the experience will be a little bit worse. I can't really test it out in this loud, hands-on experience, but I'll make sure to let you know in my review. It should be interesting hearing the noise coming from left and right of the Mac. Now, it comes with one single side.
I'm guessing the audio is going to be terrible. If those are the speakers are tiny, man. Ugh.
13-inch. There's no 15, there's no 16, which I feel like 13-inch is definitely the best size for students. Now, there's a lot of people talking about the brightness because it maxes out at 500 nits.
It looks pretty clean though. I like it. I like the way it looks.
MacBook Air. It's definitely not a weakness, but it's definitely not something to be proud either. Instead, Apple's MacBook Pro reaches out to over 1,000 nits of peak brightness. So I feel like for the
You know what I should do? I should just collect all the MacBooks. Just collect the Neo. I've got the Air. I should get the Pro as well. It's like, just collect the whole thing, dude. Just have a collection.
Day user, I can actually turn up the brightness. As you can see, it's actually quite overexposed in this environment because, you know, we've got a quite dark environment. So I would definitely want to see that as a big weakness. You've still got a beautiful liquid retina display, which means that all of those colors in your photos and your videos will look very, very crisp. Now let's talk about the camera for just a second. I've got Photo Booth open right here. Now the camera's right here, right in the middle. We're talking that it has a 1080p FaceTime camera, which is, you know, fine. You do not have center stage. If we actually go up right here, you do not have center stage. You still have most features on FaceTime, including all of the microphone features. You can add, your own background. You can have reactions. Even the new.
No way, I think the notch has something to do with the center stage, but it's interesting though because before center stage, MacBooks still had notches. I don't know. Maybe they put the center stage in the not. I don't know. Anyway.
Edge light feature as well, but you do not have desk view and you do not have center stage, which once again, it's fine. Now let's move on to some of the little trade-offs that MacBook Neo has. Now, first off, the trackpad compared to a MacBook Air and to a MacBook Pro, you've still got all of macOS gestures, so all of those are great, including, zooming in into your actual Excel document, for example. If you want to multitask, you've got all of them. But the trackpad does feel different because you do have a mechanical trackpad compared to your traditional haptic trackpad on your MacBook Air and MacBook Pro. I definitely do find the keyboard feel incredible, so I don't find any weaknesses with this. There are no backlit keys, which is actually a very, very big deal, especially if this thing is made for students. Students, tend to study a lot overnight. They won't have the option to study.
Oh, that's a deal breaker for me. No backlit keys, guys. No backlit. That's a deal breaker. No backlit keys. I don't like that.
Overnight, they won't be able to see their keys. Now, while the colors are amazing, what I also love about this MacBook Neo is actually a wallpapers that it comes with. Now you've got this beautiful Mac purple, Mac blue, Mac pink,
all the wallpapers,
and Mac yellow. Now, obviously, to match every single one of the colors. In this case, this is the pink, which looks absolutely incredible. To match the.
It's so funny. It's like the iPhone XR, but a MacBook. A MacBook XR. They should have called it the XR. The MacBook XR. They should have did that.
Pink as well. All right, now it's time to play a game with you and me. Okay, Are you ready? Same MacBook, but there's one big difference between both devices.
Because we're not on the X anymore. We're 17, right? iPhone 17. I lose track now. But yeah. Should have been this iPhone 17, iPhone 17R. I have no idea. No, MacBook 17R. What am I talking about?
Here. Do you see this right here? Now, it's the same MacBook Neo, but one of them has Touch ID and the other one simply has a lock button. Now, this is due to Apple actually having a little bit of a variety with the device itself. Now, if you want MacBook Neo with Touch ID, you're going to have to pick up the 512 gigabyte version. So if you do want to decide to pick up the base storage, the 256 gigabyte right here, so you can see it will come without Touch ID. That's a big difference that nobody's really talking about.
Really?
It is a very, very big deal. Now, battery life on any MacBook is obviously...
Guys, just get the freaking MacBook Air. The MacBook Air, if you get it, 256 gig, comes with Touch ID.
A very, very big deal. According to Apple, MacBook Neo will reach 16 hours of normal day use, which once again, it's got incredible battery life for the price tag that you're paying for, which makes it have an incredible value for every users. All right, so let me show you the colors first because it's probably what you're here for. The colors are absolutely beautiful. I still don't know which one is my favorite one, but anyways, let's start talking about this new silver. So for the first time ever, Apple has added color matching keyboard. In this case, the silver. For the first time ever, we have a white keyboard, which just looks absolutely amazing. I would have been seriously very curious to see white bezels on MacBook Neo. They've still stuck with black.
It looks nice. They look nice.
Which looks seriously incredible. It's obviously the most basic color. And
if you don't look at the keyboard and you just look at the screen, especially like the top half of it, looks like an iPad.
And here are the true Neo colors. So this one right here is citrus. Depending on the lighting, it might look a little bit more green, a little bit more yellow. I'm curious on what you're seeing right now on camera. It still looks incredible, and it's definitely the lemon, the lime. I describe this color as kind of more limeish than a lemon color, if that makes sense. You gotta see it in person, obviously, to truly understand the color of this thing. All right, next up is the new indigo color. Now, this is a very royal blue type of color. Once again, color matching keyboard.
I like the blue. The blue looks nice.
Blue color in the keyboard. I describe this more as ocean blue. Looks phenomenal. The star of the show for most people, I will probably see every single person in Starbucks working nonstop with this thing. Color of the year for sure is the new blush. Now, it's a very light pink, a very sweet pastelish color. with the color matching keyboard once again, which feels like is antique white going over to pink for the keyboard, which looks really, really good. And depending on the lighting, it might look a little
I do
bit
like the
darker
blue.
for the pink itself. And you actually come here.
Imagine a red MacBook.
You can see the back of these things again. Now, once again, silver, very basic. Something that I wanted to talk about is the Apple logo. So the Apple logo itself, usually we've had like these glassy Apple logo. In this case, it truly feels like it's part of the aluminum. Here's the back of it. Here's the back
that's
of
cool.
Indigo,
I like that.
and here's the back. I'm just gonna call it pink. I know it's blush. It's so pink. Which one's your favorite? Let me know.
And I think it comes in silver and black, but anyway. That's it. Oh, that's it. Oh, I do like the blue. I like the blue color. If I were to get, I'll get it in blue or black. Or maybe silver, but either blue or black. Yeah, interesting. That's the MacBook Neo. I was gonna call it the budget MacBook, but it's MacBook Neo. The MacBook Neo, guys, is ready for pre-order. I'm gonna check the Apple Store, man. I'm checking it. I'm checking the Apple Store. Let's see. Is it on here? Yeah, MacBook Neo. It's on the website. Oh, it's on the website. Oh. Starts from $900 here. The budget one. Why are you serious? Wait, what is it? 256 gig. The 256 gig, guys, is $900 here. Oh, it's $900 here. For 256 gig, and that does not come with Touch ID. But if you get the 256 gig iPad Air, it comes with Touch ID. It's more worth it. How much? Wait, can we check the prices? Can we? Let's see here. I want to see how much the 512 gig one is. 512. I don't know. 512 Touch ID. Let's see how much 512 is here. Oh, it's 1,100. It's 1,100. Wow. That's not bad. Actually, that's cheaper than the MacBook Air. It's cheaper than the MacBook Air if you get 512 gig. And you get Touch ID. Not bad. What do you guys think? Let me know. Will you guys get the budget MacBook, the MacBook Neo? Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's cheaper than the MacBook Air and you get the Touch ID. But you're missing center stage and you can't download the Resident Evil games and console games on it because it's not an M chip. It's an A chip. So that's the only thing you're missing, guys. Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's a cool feature. That's the only thing that you're missing. It does everything that a MacBook Air can do. You just can't download Resident Evil games, console games, because it's got an M chip. And there's no center stage. And that's pretty much it. That's all you're missing. And it's got one external display. So you can only set up to one external display. I think the MacBook Air you can do three displays. And the MacBook Pro you can do 3 or 4 or something like that. But yeah, it's not a big deal. It's up to you guys. What do you guys like? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I would probably pick it up just for funsies. I wonder how fast it is when you export videos and stuff like that. Wonder how fast it's gonna be. It's interesting. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You guys gonna pick up a Neo? You guys gonna pick up Neo and the Matrix? You guys gonna be in the Matrix and learn the Neo? I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Drop a like if you guys enjoy this reaction video. Subscribe, turn your post notification bell on. Make sure you're notified. All that good stuff, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the Neo MacBook. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. Yeah, let me know. I don't know. I might pick it up. But I got the MacBook Air, so I got the Air, I got the Mac Mini here. I'm set. I full spec'd it up to the highest freaking. I've spec'd it up to the M4, the M4 Pro. No, the M4. I've spec'd it up to the M4 Max and the highest gig of RAM and everything. No, I can't. But it's so good though. It's so awesome. They're so cool. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys are gonna pick one up, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. See you guys.